So guys, we'll proceed with the second lecture, that is understanding about pure substances. So in the earlier lecture we covered about the physical properties of matter. Now we understand what are pure substances. So you might have heard that we refer to pure substances as, in common life, we refer to pure substances as unadulterated products. Like when we say this is that this is pure milk, so we generally tend to say that the milk has no adulteration. But in the language of science, the language of chemistry, we see that pure means any substance consisting of only single kind of matter. Basically, there is no diversity of matter constituting that particular substance. For example, if I say that this is pure gold, now I mean to say that there is no addition of any other element in this particular piece of gold. So hence all the constituent particles in this particular piece are of gold only. So the basic and the simplest form to understand this is that when the constituents of a particular thing cannot be separated by any physical process, we say that the constituents are pure. Now what are the physical process? Physical processes are like heating, beating, like we do it with hammer. Heating, beating, we can freeze the substance. Okay, so these are some of the examples. So if none of the physical process can be used to separate the substances, then we say that the substance is a pure one. Now we'll move further to understand that how often do we find these pure substances. As for a fact, we know that in our daily life we see very less pure substances but more of mixtures. So mixtures are very common, whereas pure substances are rare. And moreover, we do not use much pure substances in their original form because the utility is not as much as of mixtures. Even the pure substances like gold, we mix it with some other elements to make it sturdier so that it does not get wasted due to some external forces, because the pure gold, as you might be knowing, is not as strong as the the one in which we add some other elements to make it, to give it, to provide it with the strength to handle day to day what do we say, pressures. Okay, so hence we, for us, mixtures are of more utility than pure substances. Now, to understand mixtures, we need to understand, we have understood the pure substances. Now it is very easy to understand mixtures, because mixtures are nothing but it is composition of one or more pure substances. Okay, one or more pure substances. So you add up 2 3 more pure substances, you end up getting a mixture. So mixture is nothing but the composition, the addition, the mixing up of 2 or more pure substances. Now mixtures are of many types, and further we'll study the broad categorization of mixtures, that is mixtures into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. If you look at the words, the word itself make the concept very clear that homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which the we the there is uniformity, there is uniformity in the mixture. For example, milk. Don't get confused in milk, because milk is not a pure substance but a mixture of many pure substances like water, proteins, fats. Okay, so these are etc. These are some of the substances which make up milk. So in milk we have certain number of pure substances, and but the special thing about milk is that it has uniformity. Like if you take a cup of milk, you will see that milk looks uniform from all the, like it is not like from one place, from one angle it would look different, from other it would look different, as seen in heterogeneous mixtures. Like the perfect example would be oil and water. Now if you mix oil in water, you will see that oil is not miscible in water. So what will you find? A layer of oil which would be on the top of this water. It would not dissolve completely in the water. Even if it get dissolved, it would come to its top because there's a difference between the density. So the density of water and oil create this type of stuff. Okay, so mixtures are homogeneous and heterogeneous. Heterogeneous, you see ununiform composition, whereas in homogeneous you see uniform composition. So this is basic about mixtures. Now we'll move further towards solutions, suspension, colloidal, etc. Till then, bye bye.